What's up, everybody? I'm the BurningSkyCloud, and welcome back to Angel with Scaly Wings. Now, the reason why I'm actually in the main menu is because, for some reason, Sebastian's also in the main menu, which it's kind of odd. Why is he in the main menu? But I guess more on that later. Anyway, we're gonna continue on with all this. I'm not exactly sure what this is. Oh, yeah. Alright. So I'll just skip ahead over to uh, where I need to be, which is probably going to be after this cutscene. But regardless of that, uh, so continuing on from the last episode, I'm working with it to make Adine from mine. You know. And I also got to go camping with Sebastian, which was actually really, really nice. Sure, sign me up. Great. So yeah, I'll just skip through this and get to where I need to be. So even though I know I said I was going to skip to where I needed to be, which was going to be the options of the dragons, I instead, I'm stopping here first because the last time I visited the production facility and the Tatsu Park. This time I'm going to do different things, which is going to be visiting the grocery store and the library. Visit the library, actually, now that I think about it. I need to do that. Alright, Reza, what did you want here? Hey, it's Remy. I already told you, it's not here. Who's he talking to? Oh, wait, is he talking to Adine? Oh, won't you help out an old friend? Oh, yeah. I did go here. Or, I mean, I went here, but it was after the case. Friend? This is the first time you've spoken to me in years. And whose fault is that? For you? I didn't even exist these last few years. At least I tried to reach out to you. No, you're just here because you want something. Oh boy, aggression. I'm right here, right now, and you still continue to act like that. She was my friend too, you know. Oh right, the dragon that we just investigated. Oh dear, Remy. What are you doing? I think you should leave. Damn. Poor Adine. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. For everything. Ah, bless me. Sorry, I needed to sneeze there. It's a little late for apologies. Have it your way then. Adine stormed out so quickly that she didn't even notice me. I waited a few moments and wondered if it was a good time to talk to Remy. In the end, I decided that my task was too pressing to come back at another time. I shuffled through books and tried to look busy until I noticed he resumed his work so I could approach him. Hello, Sky. How can I help you? I think that's the option I have to choose. What did Adine want from you? Wait, you were here that whole time? Not the whole time, just long enough to know that something's up. It's nothing that concerns you. Come on, it does concern me. I know you, and I know Adine. It's really nothing of great importance. Are you aware of a certain prehistoric underground building we recently discovered? I've heard of it. She wanted a blueprint of it, which was one of the things inside the building. Which was one of the things found inside the building during an investigation. Why would you have it? We're not just a library, you know, but a whole archive that stores all sorts of information and objects. In any case, A blueprint is the kind of thing that would be placed in our care eventually. So she thinks you have it. Even if we did, it wouldn't be something we could just give out to anyone. Of course. That's all. Thanks for your help. You're welcome. Huh. More time. I think I'll visit the grocery store next. See what's going on there. I entered the store. The sound of a bell alerted the staff to my arrival. Seeing the patrons browsing the shelves, neatly stocked with wares of all kinds, evoked some feelings of nostalgia and normalcy in me. This must be the store Ray's been shopping at. Oh yeah, it's the Green Dragon guy. Met him briefly. Who's he talking to? Hey, I think I've seen her before. Oh, yeah. Wait, did I? No, I went to the tattoo park. That's right. Facility and tattoo park. Store clerk. Okay, no, not everyone knows about you. Anyway, how can I help you? Let's see. Who was that? You mean the girl? That's Vera. She comes here occasionally to pick up her mother's prescription. Do you remember Reza coming here? Of course I do. It's only been a few days since he was last here. This will sound a little unusual, but can you tell me what he bought? Are you just talking about last time, or every time he came here? I don't remember what voice I gave him. Both, I suppose. He came here more than once? He's been visiting pretty regularly, now that I think about it. Interesting. I can look up his purchases if you like. That would be really helpful. Shouldn't be too hard. Just give me a second. Yo! They actually say what he bought? I watched him carefully navigate the register's buttons, soon followed by the sound of the attached printer. Yo, listen to those printer sounds. Here you go. Receipts from all his purchases. Well, that was easy. Since our government takes care of all his purchases, they're filed separately. It was simple to pull them up. Looks like he bought mostly food and snacks. Sometimes magazines. But why was buying lemons every single time? Why was he buying lemons every single time? I can't say that I didn't notice, but I figured it was just a human thing. Strange. In any case, that was more information than I expected. You have my thanks. You're welcome. Just browsing for now. Let me know if you need anything. What am I even looking for? Look at the bread selection. They have a surprisingly big selection. Since when do dragons eat bread anyway? Bread is the most nutritious thing ever. At least I'm covered in case I want any melon bread. Hey you, Ophinia. Are you talking to me? Yo, new dragon. Yes, what do you say, melon or lemon bread? I mean, the only difference between the two is like one letter, so how am I supposed to choose? I don't think that's how it works. Why don't you just go with the one you think you'll like more? That's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Was that a cardboard box on her head? Okay, I'm curious about her. I never met her in the previous version of the world we went to. Look at the produce. Who would have thought that dragons are big on produce? I don't even recognize some of these. Look at the meat. Meat, of course. Lots and lots of meat. Fresh meat, smoked meat, cured meat, dried meat, prepackaged meat, prepared meat, ready to eat meat. Meat snacks, burgers, kebab, nuggets, whole hams, bacon, meatloaf, sausages. There's a lot of meat forgot about fish too. Oh, smoked meat sounds really good. Fried meat also. Fried chicken. And that's not even all of it. Needless to say, they have that area covered. Look at the health aisle. Everything from food supplements to skincare and even birth control. The variance in product sizes is astounding, especially when talking about the birth control. I think these ones could fit on my arm. Enough browsing. I should go back to what I came here for. Yo, you looked at everything the store has to offer. Now I'll just have to find the one peach. I have to find the one peach. The one peach. The one peach is real. I'll leave. I suppose that's all I can do here. The afternoon sun hung low in the sky, and I decided, and I decided it was time to report my findings to the police. A brief call to the department, and I was on my way to an appointment with Sebastian. Oh, I don't know. I'll just, I won't skip. I'll just kind of go through it just to see where I'm at. Oh, I didn't know that my scrolling could actually go back to options. So what did you find? The receipts you got are interesting. There might be something more to them, or they could just be a useless record of his eating habits. You never know what you might find out about a person, their habits, or their plans this way. Alright, goody. Let's see, messages. Please leave a message after the beep. Some messages. Gotcha. You thought that was your answering machine, but it was me, Adine. I know we talked about me coming over again, but I thought, why not mix it up and you come to me instead? I mean, it's not like I can use your excuse and pretend to order something from you. After all, you don't even have anything to sell or deliver. Unless... Well, I don't think you're that kind of person. Oh, I do hope this is the right number, or someone is going to be very confused. Well, she did get the right number, and I'm still confused. Well, why not? Let's go meet with Adine. After all, she wanted us to come over, so why not? This should be the right address. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm coming. Oh, so I guess this is, oh yeah, so this is where we meet the, little, youngling. I don't remember their name. This is, Amelie. And Amelie is taken home by Adine. So while we're in her apartment, let's see what I can do. No, I don't want to skip ahead. Small and cozy. And she's back. That was very quick, definitely. Let's see, flew her back. Yep. I mean, imagine having your food being delivered by air, by people who can fly. Wouldn't that be quite of a mess? It's just better to do it in a car. Let's see. I wonder... What a shame. Yeah, I know. Because she talked about adopting Amelie because she's getting a little old. I'm worried about what will happen to her if she doesn't find a family. We will still take care of her, of course, but it's not quite the same as having parents. I'd adopt her myself, but I don't think I could care for her properly. Not as a... Oh, yeah, so, yeah, she's a single person. That's very nice of you. Thanks, but for me, it's not about being nice. I almost feel obligated to help, you know? Anyway, let's talk about something less depressing. Like what? Let me think. Yeah, oh yeah, and then she goes around talking about the dead person. Barely a block from there. Right, the murder of the maintenance guy, I remember that. Oh yeah, she didn't think it was murder. Don't just focus on the bad things, of course, Adine. You can never don't ever focus on the bad stuff that goes on. Because there's always still good in the world. Don't just focus on the bad things. It's no use lamenting something you can't change. Sorry, Scaly. I guess I should be more positive. It's just not always easy, you know? Maybe you'll get some good news soon. I hope so. That reminds me, I've got something I wanted to try on you. Try on me? Oh, right, the magazine. So, I'm not I think I picked that one the last time, but yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. Isn't that the whole fun of it? Let's see, what should we look at first? You decide. Alright, let's see. The dreams and what they mean. I know I've talked about some of my dreams before. I've been dreaming of fire. Fire? That's interesting. I didn't see the options, so I don't remember what I might have picked. Apparently, it's a rather common symbol that can mean a variety of things. Another thing to consider is the significance of the symbol to the dreamer. So what does fire mean to you? Fire can be destructive, but also wild and passionate. Oh, yeah. And passionate. It can represent an issue or problem you can no longer ignore, similar to an actual fire breaking out. It also mentions prophetic dreams, but let's hope that yours don't fall into that category. I doubt they do. Phew. What about your dreams? Ah, and then her dreams are just people that she knows. See, I remember my very first dream. I don't know. So, back when I was a kid, wait, did I talk about this? If I didn't talk about it, then, it was about, like, a chimney pipe coming up from the floor, and then a monster's head popping out and roaring at me. And there was one time I actually jumped down it, and I ended up in, like, some kind of woods or something with a lake. That still stays with me today. It does make me wonder. The very first dream or nightmare you ever have. Does that actually stay with you for the rest of your life? That dream stuff wasn't so bad. See, I told you this was going to be fun. What's next? Ah, a personality test. Yay, yay. Sure, why not? Because last time I picked, that I already knew what I wanted in a relationship. This is a whole new level to get on, you know? Saying about what you want kind of takes the fun out of it. So instead, just keep it simple. Just say you don't know, find out. But, also be honest. What role do I take? Oh. So, the last one I picked, I like to switch it up every once in a while, but apparently that's not, but I prefer to take the reins. Is that so? But going on based on what this guide is telling me, yeah, I have to do that. Moving on to the next question. Oh yeah, she will answer the questions later. She doesn't want to keep track of both scores. My favorite dessert. Uh, I mean, chocolate cream cake's always gonna be my favorite. I'm just a chocolate holic, but the guide's telling me to do lemon ice cream with sprinkles. That's unusual, but sounds really interesting. I'd love to try some. The dream job could be a stay-at-home parent. I think I picked that one too. I mean, a stay-at-home parent, at least things get done. I suppose that you could strike up a babysitting business, get paid for doing that. Kind of like kind of like the Rugrats, what Dee Dee does, Tommy's mom. How many more questions are there? No. Oh, and she threw the booklet out. What a shame. I picked the bottom one last time. Yeah, I really wanted to know. But now we get to the bit. Oh, the fortune cards. Oh, yeah. That's what I was looking forward to. Me too. Interesting. I wonder how the fortune cards, like, started up. Like, someone had to, like, do, like, research on different kinds of meanings and create the symbolic pictures for each card. But I don't know, like, say you go to, to get your fortune read and use tarot cards. I mean, do you get the same result every single time? Or, do the cards just get drawn at random each time you visit? And if so, like, how do we know that what we're being told is would actually come to fruition? Because, you could draw like 3 different cards one time, 3 different cards another time, but what if, like, the things that the cards predict don't happen? It's an interesting thought to think on. Higher self. Ba-da-ba-da-boo. So, let's see. Last time I picked present, this time I'm going with future. The protection of the future is what what most people associate with these readings. However, their purpose is to prepare the person in question for a possible future, rather than just predicting it. So how can you prepare for a future based on what cards tell you? This is very interesting. Oh my. What is it? The card we've drawn is associated with drastic measures, particularly those with a final conclusion. This can be interpreted in many ways, but it can refer to death, the ultimate conclusion. It can also mean many other things, like a violent outcome of a brewing conflict or a positive resolution of a long-running conflict, which is something we recently went through. I think I know what this refers to. Really? How can you already know about the future? Let's just say I have a hunch. It mentioned resolutions to conflicts that have been brewing, and there's definitely stuff brewing. I guess that's everything the magazine has to offer. Now you can finally put it in the trash where it belongs. Actually, yeah. It's not like I'm going to read the articles again. True. I mean, what would be the point in reading the same articles over and over? There's really no point. It's like when you read a manga or a book. You read it once, you were excited, you know, it was exciting to read, but that's about it. That's about pretty much everything. You buy something, it's new and shiny for a while, but then over time, you know, it just sits there, forgotten. It's just a material thing, so why bother having it? Then again, I suppose it's good. I suppose there are people who just like to collect, so maybe it can just sit there as a collectible. But I'll keep the cards, because it'd be a shame to just throw them away. The pictures are so artistic and pretty. I would agree with you there. Donk. It's gotta be so much work to create a magazine like this, from selecting the topics, writing the articles, doing all the photos and the layouts, and then to get it to shops and into the hands of customers. All that work just for it to end up in the trash. Such is the life of a magazine. With how often they come out, it's like they're designed to be disposable. I've never really stopped to look through a magazine. You know, I used to collect those highlight magazines and just skip to the picture finds, where like you have to look for certain items and they're hidden within the picture. At least they can recycle the materials. That's true, I suppose. So do you have anything interesting going on at the moment? I can't imagine what ambassador life is like. And I think we just talk about what's been going on. But sometimes things just never go as planned. I guess most jobs are similar, one and the same with one another. Oh, and there she goes explaining things. Oh yeah, don't you just hate it when you get when like you order food and they give you like the wrong thing, or like they deliver it to another person's place? All that money wasted. Then you gotta sit on the phone and argue with the customer support just to get your money back, when you could have just gone out and grabbed it. Unless, of course, you're close by, which, I mean, I guess ordering out is good in some situations, but if you're in a place where people can't find your exact place, then it would have just been better off going to going in person to get it. Sure, you might want to be lazy, but getting out is also nice. And then she talks about the stunt flying competition. See, I prefer just to go in person to talk to people rather than doing it over the phone, because sometimes I do get anxiety talking on the phone. And sometimes people just don't help you out. So, at that point, you're kind of screwed. Like, you could go through a whole system trying to get in touch with, I don't know, doing business of some sort, and they'll just loop you around and hang up. Let's see. What, an actual human in front of you is not enough? If I had you all to myself, it might be enough. But since your stay is only temporary, I'll need some other human-related things to keep me busy. How do I even ask for something like that? You could always say that humanity is interested in it. Honestly, they probably would. Could you ask them for me, please? Oh yeah. She wants the blueprints. I can try. Definitely. And I think that's all that I have with Adine for the time being. Right. So who am I going to pick next? I guess I can do whatever. Well, I met with Sebastian the last time. And Anna died in chapter 3. So... yeah, let me meet up with Bryce, see what that's all about. Once again, I found myself within the police department, which seemed oddly quiet for this time of day. It didn't take me long to spot Bryce in his office. Hey, Scoy, what's up? Nothing much, but you told me to contact you if I could remember anything that might help with the investigation. That's right. What do you have for me? I'm not sure if it's... Oh, yeah. So you... Yeah, let's go. Alright, I'm going to, fix the incident I had with Bryce before. Here we are. Not too shabby, I have to admit. And just in time, hours. And the waiter. How about me? Me too. I'll have some beer. Noted. I'll be right back. It wasn't long before the waiter returned with a drinking bowl as wide as it was tall. Ah, yeah. Filled to the brim with a foam top, dark amber liquid. Carefully, he set it down in front of Bryce, who didn't hesitate to take a big whoop. He brought one for me as well, provided in a glass that seemed more appropriate for my kind. Oh, there we go. I'm glad he actually has those kind of things, and not just big bowls, because that would get messy. There you go. Just call me if you need anything. Of course. So, what is it you wanted to tell me about Reza? There are a few things. I mean, they're probably not much, but anything might help, right? That's right. Anything unusual about him, anything that defines his character or stands out about him could help us. How about you tell me what you know about him? Well, oh, I think I did the thing about the school. Yeah, I remember the school. Because, we mostly talked about the kind of person he was, creating a downer with Bryce. He mentioned I would know how to read a secret message. Oh, right, he talks about how he didn't know about the secret message and using the lemons. And Bryce, I guess, catches the waiter for another beer. Yeah. I wouldn't say that I'm much of an alcoholic, but you've seen videos of where I was just drunk, laughing my ass off. Bryce was just about to start in a second when he suddenly spoke up. Oh yeah, the drinking contest. Alright, I'm in. That's what I like to hear. Considering they don't even have cars, at least I won't have to worry about drinking and driving. That's a relief. The rules are simple. We both get around, then we wait a few moments until the next one so the effects can kick in. Oh yeah, whoever gives it. That's your mistake. I never give up. We'll see about that. Alright, let's do this. He made a show of looking me in the eyes while he lowered his muzzle into the bowl before Gone in seconds, huh? My confidence faltered, but there was no turning back now. How did I think I could win in a drinking contest against a freaking dragon? Nevertheless, alright. The beer was different, but still not as tasty. How'd you like it? This is some really strong stuff. Yep, alright. Wanna give up already? Heck no. As you wish. Come on, Bryce. Let's see. So when's the next round starting? Soon enough. Do you feel it? Do you feel the buzz kicking in already? Don't lie to me. I can see it in your face. Unless that's blushing I see and not the alcohol. I'm not buzzed. Is that so? Come on, let's go for it, Bryce. Anyways, how do you like it here so far? I mean, compared to wherever it is that you came from. I'm having a drinking contest with a dragon. How can I not love this? We'll see how much you like it when I've drunk you under the table. Oh man, Bryce. I never would have thought I'd get that kind of vibe from Bryce, but appearances can be deceiving. Waiter, bring us another round. Coming right up. Here you go. Having ourselves a little contest, are we? You know how it goes. That I do. Be careful, Scaly. He's a pro. Ooh, new dragon. Did I hear something about a contest? Maybe. Up to your own shenanigans, I see. Now, don't spoil the fun. I don't go around telling people about what you're up to either. Point taken. Enjoy. That's a unique name. Zeeth. Of course he wouldn't have challenged me if he wasn't confident he would win. Guess I'll just have to try my best. I went first last time, so it's your turn now. As I put the glass to my lips and started swallowing the dark amber liquid, I was struck by how much more difficult this round was compared to the first. One thing that always puzzled me about seasoned drinkers was the sheer amount of liquid that they could ingest without issue. Keeping it down, however, was a much different question. But this contest wasn't about keeping it down. There. Your turn. Did I see you struggling there for a second? That's my tactic. Make you think that I'm struggling so you'll let your guard down. Roaring laughter erupted from the dragon as his paw struck the table, rattling the containers resting on it. Keep it up, kiddo. You still stand a chance if you can make me die of laughter. As for my turn, let me demonstrate. Dragons can really hold their own. Once again, he consumed his drink, though his swigs were noticeably slower than before. His resolve was also fading, though not as fast as mine had, as he clearly held the advantage. Was there any way I could still turn this around? There. Now let me ask you a question. I know you wanted to tell me all the stuff about Reza, but was that the only reason you wanted to meet with me? Well, it doesn't hurt to have friends in high places. I see. Shit. Was that the wrong answer? Waiter! Next round! Coming! And there you go. Thanks. How are you holding up? Just fine. Thanks for asking. If you say so. Good luck. Was it your turn, or is it my turn? It's yours. Alright. By now, it was obvious that Bryce was faltering, though he still was faring much better than I was. He even had to take a break in the middle of a spear, unable to down it in one goal. In one goal. Go. In one go, not goal. No, I was... I was like in between go and gulp. Now it's your turn. Whoa. Everything's getting blurry here. He was a lot heavier than me, and even though his bowls held far more liquid than my glasses, how did I think I'd stand a chance against him? When I picked up my glass, I didn't have feeling in my fingers anymore. I had to pause a few times, but in the end, I made it, though I wasn't sure how much more I could take. So, what do we do now? Wait for you to throw up so I win? Unlikely, officer. You wish. I can see you're close. Just a question of time now, Sonny. Can I ask you a question? Go ahead. Why are you so damn attractive? I just am. Got nothing more to say about that. Totally would say it. Now Bryce is starting to look kind of nice. Waiter, next round. No. There you are. He's just like, I don't care. Blearily, the dragon looked at me, seemingly unable to focus. I could see he was hitting his limit, but so was I. Maybe if I just held out a little longer. Whose turn is it even? Check him. Mine. I'm gonna be honest. Good. At this point, I had difficulties picking up my glass. I was about to give up, but I was sure if I held on just one more round it'd be over. I could still win this. I had to wait a few moments after each sip in order to continue, but I did not give up until, eventually, the glass was empty. Your move, Chief. For the first time, I could see something in his eyes, other than his always present confidence. Was it disbelief or insecurity? I guess my feat caught him off guard, as he seemed genuinely impressed. If nothing else, this showed me that even his own conviction was cracking now. I could totally win this. You're cute. I like you. I really do. But I sure as heck am not going to let you win. He was struggling. It became more and more obvious as he tried to swallow the liquid in his bowl bit by bit. He stopped at one point, panting heavily. I considered taking a cheap shot at him, but as he had refrained from doing so during my turn, I wasn't going to start now. Yeah, that's fair, you know. Best not to, you know, cross any lines. There. I was getting tired. I could hear Bryce's voice, but I could not make out the individual words anymore. I decided to rest my eyes, just for a little bit. And I'm out. Bryce wins. Hey, are you okay? You fell down, and you look kind of messed up. If you think I'm giving up, you're mistaken. This isn't over. I can see that. Ready for another round, or do you give up? Bring it on. Actually, you know, once you're lying on the ground, you better stop. Does that mean I win? I didn't say that. You know, it was fun watching you and all, but if you've both had enough for the evening, I think you'd better leave now. After you've come out from another table, that is. Alright, I'll be going then. He may not, dragons might not drink and drive, but they shouldn't drink and fly. Wait a minute. What is it? Maybe you should go with him, just to make sure he gets home safely and doesn't do anything stupid, you know? It's kind of an unspoken rule here that whoever is his drinking buddy does so. When I looked over to him, I discovered that Bryce had passed out for the moment. This could prove difficult. Fine. Thank you. Come on. Let's get you home. He is still unconscious. Dump some water on his face. Yeah. This should do the trick. What? Is it you, Sky? Where am I? Sounds like me when I don't know where I am. Still in the bar. Come on. Let's get you home. I awoke looking at an unfamiliar ceiling. For a moment, I wondered where I was before the events of last night all came back to me. As I got up and looked around, I realized that I apparently stepped on the floor. Yo, so this is Bryce's house. Looking great. Where am I? This isn't my apartment. Aww. Guess I must have passed out after I got Bryce home. He's a cute dragon. Hey, Bryce. Good morning, sunshine. The dragon moved and let out a groan before he opened his eyes. Damn. My head. Why are you even here? I guess I must have passed out after I escorted you home. Oh, right. After our little game. Do you remember who won? I don't even know. But you stood your ground and I respect that. You didn't do anything funny while I was out, did you? The dragon rose from the couch with a nice morning stretch, rubbed his eyes, then held his head high as he let out a grunt and a big yawn. Confound it! Darn yawns. Alright, you know what? I'm sorry. The whole contest thing was a stupid idea, and I shouldn't have suggested it. Especially not to you. Well, it's not like you forced me to participate, so I suppose I share some of the blame. Let's just pretend the whole thing never happened. Deal. Wait, what time is it? Damn. I should really get going, or I'll be late for work. You know how to get back to your apartment from here, right? I think so. Guess you should be going as well, kiddo. Maybe I'll see you some other time. Yo, superstition. Fill my eyes with that superstition. What is going on here? Well, heck yes. I managed to fix the the drinking scene with Bryce. So, I wonder, who am I going to get in the end? I mean, I'm going after Adine for sure, but, like, would I end up getting anybody else? You know, I have never really drank much to the point of being absolutely wasted. I've always hit a limit when it comes to drinking. But this was a fun episode. next time I'm going to continue my my plan to get Adine. And after that, well, I'll see how the ending goes. But in the meantime, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to see more in the future. I'll catch you later.